Hello. Hello, everybody. How are you all? Hope that you are well. Just going to hang in here for a moment and see we get a few people on board. Hello, everybody. Just bear with me for a moment. I just need to fix something. I have to unplug my microphone. Plug that in. Apologies, everybody. Had a little mishap I did as I signed in. Okay, so those who are online with me now, welcome and hello. How are you all? If someone could let me know that they can hear me okay, please. Optus is at its best here today. So internet connections are a little bit
mishap I did
in and out.
I signed in.
So sorry, I'll turn that down. So let me know if you can hear me, please. Would be good. And oh, Karen, I think that's a yes. And Rosie, that's a okay. Cool, wonderful. So sorry, everybody. I was all organised. And then in the last 30 seconds, everything just went haywire. That's all I can say. Thank you. Oh, good. Tracy, great. Angel, Trashell, i.e. Tracy, thank you. Cool. Oh, good, good. I wanted to put my diffuser on so you could see it change colours. That's what I was trying to do, but we're just going to have to go with the white for tonight because otherwise I've got to take my attention away to go back over there and try and press the buttons. And I'm all plugged in and I don't want to unplug and carry on again because that's not needed for everybody, is it? So just while I'm chatting here, I'm just waiting to get a few people on. Let me know where you're watching from. I have this live streaming to my business page, Pathway to Peace, as well. I also have it live streaming to my YouTube channel, which I have now as well. I've put a few videos on there, but there will be some more new videos going up over the next, over the Christmas period, so to speak. I'll be doing some meditations and things like that. It's just been a bit hectic here. So the videos that you'll see on my YouTube are ones that I have done here in this space and in another space that I was in called our Wellness Community. But they're all still good to watch if you haven't seen them. Brisbane, Australia, beautiful. So let me know where you're watching from, so where you live. Oh, we've got Karen in Calgary in Canada. Woohoo, fantastic. I love it, love it. And New Zealand, beautiful. And let me know if you're watching on the Spiritual Events Directory page or from my Pathway to Peace page if you would. So, seems to be all working okay. So stay on board with me if you want a reading. The readings are not going to be in conjunction with a question you may ask. The readings are going to be whatever Spirit brings up and they want me to share with you. That's how I'm going to be reading tonight. So if you're going to ask me about a relationship, if you're going to ask me about a job, if you're going to ask me about money or something like that, just hang in there because the reading is intuitive. It's mind-to-mind connection. Whatever Spirit wants me to say and deliver is how I work. So please, please bear with me. And Karen, funny you should say that. I'm just starting to write some names down for you, for people who may get a reading from me. And Karen Eckford from Canada, you are actually the first on my list. And I'm also going to jot the name down for Katie Taylor Reid in New Zealand. And she is in I think it's Pahai, New Zealand. I'm not real good on those names. I've actually been there a few years ago, but I'm not good on pronunciation. So I do apologise to anyone whose names I don't actually say correctly. And we've got Annette King in Hamilton, New Zealand. So I'm just writing some people's names down. Coming in here a little bit different tonight. Usually I do a chat and a spiel. But tonight I've just decided that I'm just going to go with the flow. Whatever I need to say, I'll say and I'll share. And I'd love to hear from all of you guys here watching me. What have you, what have you got to say about what's going on for you at the moment? Tell me where you're at, what's happening. Is there anything exciting that's happened to you? I'd like to see some love shared in here, if you would. Just waiting for a few more people to come on, if we would. So just remember, readings are going to be intuitive. I'm not answering questions specific. So I'm just going to pop something up on the screen for everybody to see now, that we've got a few people in and people are coming in. And we're going to have a look. Thank you for sharing, Phyllis. Phyllis, where are you watching from, Phyllis, please? Where do you live and what page are you watching from, Phyllis? And Phyllis, I'm going to pull a card for you too, my friend, for sharing. Thank you very much. Phyllis, don't run away. Where's your name? There she is there. Phyllis Ainsworth. Thank you. Yes, Jody Marie, Sagittarius. Yes, there's a lot more to that new moon in Sagittarius. If you go into my business page, I have put something up today about all, what's going on with the eclipses and the movement, the planets, the Sagittarius with Mars and Venus and so forth, and the movement around into the houses and so forth. Pop into my business page and have a read of that, because it will really give you a huge insight, because some of this movement, we're going to feel this movement for 18 months. Broken Hill, fantastic, in New South Wales. Thank you, Phyllis, for sharing. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to pop up on the screen a couple of things for you. Basically, it says what my name is. It's telling you I'm a soul coach practitioner, but I have many other modalities under my belt. I'm a Reiki master and teacher. I am a advanced pranic healing practitioner. I am a crystal therapy practitioner. I do the psychic medium stuff. I am a holistic counselor, holistic grief counselor as well. There's just so much about me that I have in my tool belt, and I use them all. And the soul coaching is my passion, and I bring them all into that soul coaching. I run online circles. I've done some workshops online the last couple of months or more, and I'll be doing more of those starting in the new year. So watch out for those. I have a YouTube channel now, which things will be downloaded into there as well. I have now also created a blog page for me, which is called insightstosoul.com. I'll be going in there and doing intuitive channeled, writings and readings and sharing insights and things as well. And I also have my business page, Pathway to Peace. Now, I ask that for those who I do a reading for, and for anybody else on the page, that you go into my business page and join my community. It's an exchange of energy is all I ask for, and I would like it if you would like and follow my page and also share it with all your family and friends and into your groups. If you're watching now, share this live as well with wherever you feel that you would like to share it and invite people in to join us. That would be absolutely unreal and very much appreciated by myself and also my spiritual realms who help me to do this work. Very much appreciated. So it's popped up there. I also have Soul Circle. I'm running a Soul Circle at the moment, and it's the last night tonight with my lovely ladies. But it will be starting again next year, the 1st of February, 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And it will run for 8 sessions weekly, 8 weekly sessions at night. And it's 90 minutes. Sometimes it might go for 2 hours, but not very often. And it's an investment of $247, and I'm opening it up to 8 people. So if anyone would like to come into the soul gathering circle, and this is where we really delve deep into your soul, and you'll do a lot of work. If you ask the ladies that I'm working with, and I'll get them to do a little write-up about it so that you know, you delve very deep. There's lots of work that we do. There's lots of questions that we ask. You will do journaling. You'll be writing your own story. You'll be working with the elements. You'll be doing some cleansing and decluttering of mind, body, and soul. We go very, very deep. So if you really want to get 2021 on board, please come in and join that circle. It would be ideal. If I get more than 8 people who are interested, I will open it up for another day and another time. I will run more than one. So if you can't make Monday evenings, because it will be a Monday evening, if you can't make Monday evenings with me for that one, send me a DM via my page and give me an indication of what nights and days you're available, and let's see if we can work around that, because I'm open to you doing it one-on-one, but it's also much more exciting when we do it as a group. Ideally, if you get 3 and 4 people working together, and even 2, it works really well because you bounce off each other. We have great discussion, great learning, and great support, and this is what it's about. It's about learning to tell your story, to tell your truth, and stand in your power. Excuse me. Before I get into reading, something else that I will be offering is an accountability program, but it'll be a holistic accountability program. In amongst my soul coaching programs, there's going to be an accountability program which will run for 6 months. You will work with me through that 6 months, and I will work with you, and I will nurture you. I will support you. I will encourage you to get out of those ruts that we are all feeling. Get what people sort of say to themselves, get the job done, get moving, get going, get your mojo again. You know, get that plan going and achieve all those goals and the dreams and things that you just keep thinking about, but you never action. As a friend of mine in this business says, you've got to get over yourself. And we do. We just got to get over ourselves sometimes. So that's what this accountability program will be about. It too will start in the new year. You will work with me for 6 months. For the first month, we will meet weekly, then we'll break it down to fortnightly. And then depending how you're going, we might get you down to once every 3 weeks or a month, or we'll continue on a fortnightly basis together. This is done privately as a one-on-one. It's not in a group situation. So, you know, it's private and it's confidential as to your journey, how you're traveling, what you're doing, and what you're trying to achieve. And I really implore you to give this some thought. And if you'd like to really get to the top of the ladder, really step up your game and really stand in your peace and your happiness and get excited and really achieve, send me a private message and we will sort your sessions out, and when, you know, when and where and how and why. When, why, how, and all that jazz. Sorry, a message just took my eye. Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you. I'll put you on my list as a reading, my love. Thank you, Clarissa. So yeah, if you really want to get yourself going, because, you know, now people are sort of a bit stuck really in a lot of ways. They're saying, oh, can't get anything done. I can't get anywhere. I can't get it happening. I've lost my mojo, you know, all this sort of stuff. And it's a lot of self-talk, you know, and spirit is coming in now to talk to us. Vanessa, that is great, but I would like it if you would sort of not advertise your courses on this page, if you wouldn't mind, because this is not a forum for everybody else to be advertising their workshops and stuff. This is a forum where I'm giving time and energy to come in and join people here and to let them know what I have to offer. And I can't be sort of watching to see people interacting here, because we get enough trolls and scammers on here as it is, that we need to keep our eye on. And it's just, I think, respect that this isn't the place that you come in on top of me or anyone else who comes to these shows to advertise your programs, okay? I congratulate you on your achievements. I congratulate you on having that program starting in February 2021, but I really would prefer that you didn't advertise that on here in this moment in my time. So if you could not do that, from my heart to yours, I wish you well, and I know that you will do well with your course, but please, this isn't the space for that. if you were invited in here as a guest with me, I would be encouraging you to speak about who you are, what you do, and what you have to offer. But at this moment, this isn't the space. Okay, so I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, so back to what we were doing. So it will be 6 months, 997 Australian dollars if you're interested. And somebody on here just said that they were, and as I say, that message just caught my eye, so I do apologise. I think it was Megan Dow, was it? Megan, if it was you, send me a private message via my business page, when this show's finished, and then I'll be in contact with you, and we'll set up a Zoom meeting, 15-minute free session. We'll have a chat and we'll get all worked out for you. Okay. All right. So if you'd like to do that, Megan, please do. Okay. So is there anything else that we want to chat about? So, Amethyst, you finally made it in time today. Oh, okay. You've been trying to catch me, I would say, from that. Would that be right? So thank you for being here. Amethyst, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? That would be great. And what page? Is it on SED or my page? So remember, pop over to my business page, like, follow, share, join me. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So I've got a few names written down now for readings, and I'll start to draw some cards soon. Sandy, do I see people in person? Yes, I do, Sandy. If you... sorry, it's very busy on here tonight. I'm clicking things and reading messages. Sandy, do you see people in person, hun? I do see spirit. There you go. I just thought I'd throw that in. But yes, I do see people in person. So Sandy, at the moment, because we've been through all this COVID stuff and people, we haven't been able to mix and interact, a lot of my stuff is online. And what I'm finding is that a load of my clients are loving online because they don't have to leave home and they can sit around in their PJs if they like. And it gives them the ability to be able to come in their own sacred space, in their privacy via Zoom, and they don't have to travel anywhere. And a lot of people that I work with are overseas, interstate, and even in my own state, but they're not close enough to get to me. If you're within my Sutherland Shire, St George area here in New South Wales, yes, one-on-one. But we can work together. We can work together via Zoom. I am in the Sutherland Shire, New South Wales, Sandy. I'm not sure where you are, my darling. So if that helps you out, otherwise we can work together one-on-one. But Sandy, if you want to chat more about that, rather than take up time here, send me a private message and we can sort all that out for you. All right. Love to hear from you, Sandy. Love to hear from you. Amethyst is in Mackay in Queensland. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice and hot up there, I would imagine. All righty. Rosie, where are you from, Rosie? If I'm local to you, where are you? Because I'm Sutherland Shire, New South Wales. Yes, Sydney also. All right, Sandy, just send me a private message and we'll work it all out for you, Sandy, okay? We'll have a 15-minute free Zoom session and we can take it from there, okay? Look forward to hearing from you. Okay, so Rosie, let me know where you're from. Love to know how close you are, my darling. Next year I am looking at going back out in St George area. Okay, cool. All right, so next year, 2021, yes, I am looking at going back into the public arena with my soul circles and things like that, because face-to-face is a wonderful thing, and I have workshops that I do for soul timelining, soul collaging and things like that. They're one-day workshops and they're very powerful. So I am looking at space to go back into the public arena next year, because I think next year, even though people are starting to do those sorts of things now, I think next year people are also going to be a lot more confident about mixing and blending and being close to one another again. So next year, yes, there will be some face-to-face, one-on-one, in person, we can hug it out stuff happening. So look out for that as well. Okay, so I think that's enough talking for me tonight. I've spent enough time chatting and telling you about everything, what's happening and what's going on. So let me see. There was a message here I wanted to read, and I think I've missed it. Somebody wrote something to me. Don't know what it was. Let me just have a squizzy. Just one moment, everyone. Oh, okay, Vanessa. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, my lovely. The way I read it was you were actually running it. So I do apologize to you as well. If, I came across that's how I've read it, but that is how I read it. And as I say, we get so many people on here trying to take in and move into our space. We're on here and trolling, the people who join us and so forth. We just have to be on our game on here because we don't like to see any of our clients harassed by anybody. So, Vanessa, from my heart to yours, my darling, I apologize to you. So I'd like to offer you, if you go into my business page, please, Vanessa, and I'd like to chat with you. We'll set up a Zoom, and I would like to offer you a free 25-minute reading. Just for the misinterpretation, it's part of my energy exchange, an apology to you. So, Vanessa, if you'd like to send me a private message, and we'll set that up for when the time is convenient for us both. Look forward to hearing from you, Vanessa, and well done. So Vanessa is telling us that she is moving forward next year by doing a course, and it's an Ayurvedic course from memory. So she's really pushing herself forward in following her dreams. So congratulations to her for doing that. So start to tell me what your dreams and aspirations are for next year. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What is it that you want to see that, that happens? How can we achieve that? Are you ready? Are you wanting to? Is the other question. Do you want to succeed, or do you want to stay where you are? A lot of people use that word victim. I used to use the word victim a lot myself, but I think something that I've learned is that I don't know if we are a victim. I think we just get blocked. We get stuck. Our mojo changes. Okay, I think is what happens. People are victims of things. People are victims in relationships, when it comes to verbal abuse, domestic abuse. That's okay, Vanessa. You contact me, sweetheart, and we'll work that out. I think people are victims, in certain circumstances. As I say, where there's physical violence, verbal violence, verbal abuse, drug use and drinking and so forth. They are a victim of the action or the words. But, in a lot of other aspects in moving through life, people call themselves a victim, and people say to them, do you really want to be a victim all the time? I think I prefer for people to think about it in a different light and approach people in a different light. Yep, Sandy. You're a Scorpio too. You like me. I'm a Scorpio too. Yep, I'll put you on my list. Okay, I've got quite a few people on here now, so I'll be moving into those readings in a moment. I prefer now that when I work with people, and also, even when you're interacting with others, whether it be family, friends, work colleagues, or whatever, that we maybe don't approach people with the word or the thoughts or the action that they are a victim. Perhaps think at it in a broader, brighter, nicer light, that people are suffering deeply. Some people are suffering. Karen wants to do numerology. Go, girl. Go do it. Get it done. You'll be signed up by 24th of February next year. That's what I just got for you, Karen. So numerology, I'm just going to jot that down, 24th of Feb. That's what I got for you. Hold that thought. So I think we can move through our blocks within our spiritual beings, which also affects in our spiritual and emotional beings, which affects our physical being, in a much more ability if we think about the fact that we perhaps have lost our self-esteem, or we just can't reach the courage that we need. We're fearful of many things. We're scared of many things. There's so many ways we can explain it. But I prefer to look into the person, what's going on, what's their environment, how are they living, where are they living, what's going on, who are they living with, what's the relationship like, what is the relationship like with themselves. You know, there's so many layers to this. And if we look at all of this, this is where we can get them, you know, to the top of the hill. We can get you up the ladder. We can get you taking rung at a time and getting through them, because we can go back and start at the beginning. We delve deep, and this is the soul that I talk about. You know, you delve deep and you get into the core of, where did this ever bloody start from? You know, because so many just skim on the surface of being in this mode, that, you know, we forget everything that's come with it because we just suppress it because we're so frightened of it. So this is how I work. I like to delve deep, and you do have to be courageous to do it. But if you can do this with the nurturing and the caring of someone to help you go through that and remind you of how strong you are and how much stronger you will be, you know, there's lots of things that you can change, and you can start to live in more joy, peace and happiness, and with laughter, and do the things that you know that you want to do, the things you want to enjoy, your goals, your achievements, and so on. So another way we do that is through my soul coaching programs. You know, that program goes for 6 weeks where we delve deep. We work with the elements, but we go in and we delve deep and we get into the soul, and we start to bring your story up, and we tell the story, and we look at it and we nurture it. You know, Stephanie is saying dream big and aim high. Dream big, yes, because I believe that it doesn't matter how little a thought it is. If it's what you want, it's your dream, and to you it's big. You know, to other people they think, oh, what are you even dreaming about that for? It's nothing. Well, no, we need to be kind. We need to know that it doesn't matter if it's this big. To the person who's thinking it, for them, it's this big. You know, it's like you want to say to people, come on, don't be rude, because the little things are big things to people. And then sometimes we find people, you know, should be looking at the little things, but they're looking at the big things and panicking and worrying over them, trying to make them even bigger and better, where they're already at the bigger and better and the best it will ever be. And they need to come back to the smaller things and create, nurture, love, and make them grow. So it's a whole gambit of different attitudes, isn't it? But I think what we're saying here tonight in conjunction with Spirit is, you know, please don't call yourself a victim. Don't hold yourself a victim, because that word is really harsh. And there's nothing in that word that is going to nourish you or love you. There's nothing in that word that's going to empower you to get up and get going. And this is why why I offer my soul coaching programs, which you can read about on my website. I think my website details are in my blurb from memory. pathwaytopeace.com.au, and also the accountability program that I've been referring to. You know, 2021, even for me, is going to be the year where there is no procrastination going to happen any longer. You know, I'm making some big plans. I've made some big changes. You know, I've started my blog now. I've got my YouTube channel going, which is something I've thought about for so long. I can't begin to tell you how long I've been thinking about, and I did it myself. Woo, how cool am I? You know, my MailChimp, I've got back into my MailChimp. I'm just fine-tuning that a bit, and some letters will be going out. So please go in and join my newsletter, because I'll be writing about the workshops and that coming up, and that's going out in the next week to 2 weeks max. So go in to my website, www.pathwaytopeace.com.au, and on the homepage you can sign up for my newsletter. You know, I've got the programs happening. I'm joining forces with a couple of other ladies in Facebook Lives doing things. I'll be in my page more and more powerful than I've ever been. You know, I've just decided that if I'm nurturing my clients to be their best and to stop procrastinating and mucking around and getting into the courage and knowing that it's okay to walk into fear, but you're going to come out the other side all right with some hard work, with tears, you know what? I've got to be doing it. because I too have got a bit slack with COVID and a few other things this year. And I've had, my beautiful daughter who was very sick for a while there. And we had some cancer scares with her, thyroid cancer, breast cancer, and other, offshoot problems she was having. And, like my heart was breaking. Was I going to lose my girl? Was I going to lose my child, my baby, who's 42 years old, mind you, but she's my baby forever, and it put me on the back foot. And I did the woe was me stuff for a while there and that, until I realized, move on, girl, get in, get onto it, move it. 2021, don't miss the bus, because I tell you, the bloody bus is coming and we've all got to get on. I used to do a show called Soul Train. So Soul Train, get on my Soul Train. Get in the front carriage. We're all going together. If you want to fly, be there. If you want a red carpet ride, get on, okay? Because what we're teaching now, what's coming in powerfully energy-wise, is that we can no longer procrastinate, because with all the changes, even the astrological changes, you're going to have to be powerful. You're going to have to keep moving through, because it's all changing. And for a lot of us, where we're in different age groups, the planets moving into the houses and moving around and all the rest of it, planets stay with us and pass through, and some take 7 years, some take 14, some take 30. Chiron takes 30 years to pass through and hit you when you're of age 50 and all that jazz. Well, it's hit me, and that's when all the wisdom came. There's so much movement that we don't realize. So stop skimming on the surface and get down to what your movement is. Perhaps take yourself away from looking for the answers from others, and find someone who can help you to delve deep and create and make your choices. Ask your questions and get your answers that are lying within you, is what I feel. So self-belief is a big thing. Mike Walker, addictions can take lifetimes after lifetimes to overcome. They can, and this is to do with your soul. If we go into your Akashic records, Mike, and we look at, if you go into your library, and the beautiful custodians of the library, they will open your story. You will see your story. You will see who you've been, how you've lived, what your role was, what your job was, the people around you, who they were. And some of those people are in this life with you now, and they play a different role. You'll see how all the stories come together. And when you know this information, you can change it in this life. Now, some people, if they choose to stay in the life they're leading, we don't have the right to make them change. We can only nurture them and hope that they consider making that change. Lead a horse to water, can't make them drink. If they don't do it this time around, they may do it in the next lifetime. Or when they die, they may say, I'm not doing this ever again. I will become energy. I will become light. I don't want to come back. It's all about choices. It's all about decisions as to how we do it. And some people, yes, I agree with Mike, they suffer life after life after life, because they're too scared of trying anything else, because they don't know any different, okay? When we don't know any different, when we know what is familiar, that's where we stay, and we crave for the greener grass, okay? We crave for the greener grass. Why the hell do we do that? It's like, when I think about it, that's the thing that I get. Why the hell do we do that? Why do we crave the greener grass, And I've done it in my lifetime. It's like, oh God, I wish I had that. I wish what he had, blah, 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 till you realize, it's not meant for me. So you might as well just give it up, girlfriend, because what you've got is yours, and what you create is yours. And if you want to create the wonderment, if you want to create the wonderful and the laughter and the fun and, just create life, it's up to me. Grass greener on the other side. I could be on the greener grass, but I've got to put myself over there, and you have to do the work. And every day is a work in progress for some people more than others. It depends on who you are, how you've come into this world, what your environment is, where you've been, and how you feel, And this is why I want to empower everybody next year. First event, January at midnight. The world isn't just going to change because it's a new year, 2021. I'm sorry, I'm here to tell you, but it's not. Because if you go to bed at a second past midnight on the 1st of January 2021 with the same attitude, and wake up whenever you wake up on that day, and you just continue to follow the same scenario, your 2021 will be the same as 2020 and every year before it. So you've got to do the work. So now's your chance. Now's your chance. Make up your mind. Be honest. Make up your mind. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How do you want to be? Do you want to achieve it, or do you just want to be miserable and have the shits for the rest of your life? That's pretty basic way of looking at it, isn't it? So, you know, spirits come in the last couple of weeks pretty tough. And the lessons are for me as much as they are for all you beautiful people in this soul community that come in to listen to my shows and who work with me and so on. So, yeah, come on, people, let's get it going. Let's get it all happening. Okay, Megan Dow. Hello, Megan, how are you? I don't know if I've met you before. I love the way you put things, and timing is perfect for me. Time for change and more self-love and strength. Megan, couldn't have said a truer word. If you want to get that power behind you, send me a DM. Let's get you going. We've got soul programs and the accountability programs and the soul circles and all the rest of it to get you going. So let's get that self-love and strength happening. And glad to see that you know that it's time for that change. But it's like I've just said, you may know it's time, but you've actually got to action it. You have to action it. Okay? Katie Taylor-Reid is moving to a healing business full-time after getting out of a toxic relationship and the loss of her beautiful cherub, ready to look at next year as a beautiful opportunity. First of all, Katie, I would like from my heart to yours, send you much love for the loss of your cherub. There is no way that anyone could explain nor feel your own personal loss. I deal with grief myself. I'm a holistic grief counsellor. I've worked with death over the years for many people, and it is very hard. And when it's a child, you know, your heart would be so heavy. So let's all send you healing collectively. And I wish you so much luck, and good on you for getting out of that toxic relationship. So let's see you fly, Katie Taylor. Let's see you fly. Much love to you, my love. Much love. Okay. All righty. Okay, so Karen Eckford, I'm going to pull a card for you. So if you're still there, still watching, come on and say that you are there and tell me that you have liked, shared, and followed my page, please, because I can't remember. Okay, so Karen, I did write down that you said you wanted to do numerology course, and I did comment to you when I saw that you will have signed up, and the date they gave me was 24th of February. And Karen, you're in Canada. So I'm sure there's some people around there, or you can do online too, you know. There's plenty of colleges online. Centre of Excellence is worldwide one online that you can look at too. It just, thank you, Karen. You know, it depends sort of how you want to do that course, whether you want to do that in a group, one-on-one, personally, online, or whatever. So just find your way with that. And let me know if you sign up and when you're going to start. That would be great. So I look forward to hearing from you about that, Karen. Okay, let's get some cards drawn. Karen, drawing a card from my soul deck that I use, you know, not all the time. I'm not big on cards, but when I'm on here, I use cards a lot so people can see them out of my soul coaching deck. Silence. I am serene no matter what is occurring around me. Okay. All right. So actually, I think you just broke your silence by coming on here and also expressing what it is that you want to do with the questions that I asked tonight. So good on you. But you do, thank you, Annette, you do keep your private person, is what they say. You are a private person, is what this silence means. You don't like to share too much because you find it's unnecessary to share how you're feeling and what's going on for you. Sometimes it's not a bad thing, Karen, but sometimes you do need to break that silence because people do need to hear from you. Pleasure. My life is deliciously joyous, and you actually do make sure of that. That's what this cup of coffee is denoting for you, pleasure. And you're also going to get the pleasure from the course that you're going to do. I think your numerology course is going to be just the beginning. I feel that you'll be doing some sort of healing modality course after that. But it won't be a quick course, Karen. It's going to be something that will take you about 6 months or so to do, maybe even 12 months, because you will actually become a healing type practitioner out of that. But you'll also be doing your numerology in conjunction, or you will start that before. But the numerology will also help you because you'll incorporate that in this healing world that you will move into. Okay, Katie Taylor Reid. Katie Taylor Reid. Now, don't all go away once you've had a reading, because I'll tell you something else before I sign off tonight. Katie Taylor Reid, I had your name written down earlier, my love. You were the second person that I wrote down. You're in New Zealand. I'm going to draw you a soul card as well. In fact, I'm going to draw you two. Okay, and then after that, we've got Annette King. Okay, so we have commitment and breakthrough. So the commitment, my commitments increase my joy and freedom. How cool is that with what you've decided to do? How cool is that? Okay, commitment. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. And your joy and freedom has come with the decision that you've made to remove yourself from an environment that was not healthy for you. It was a life that you couldn't lead, a life you couldn't live, and it was a life that was killing you. So congratulations on making that commitment to your happiness. Now see how you're holding a beautiful flower, but see how your heart is just above your head. Okay, this is also, it's like wearing your heart on your sleeve, as the old saying goes. But you're actually looking at your heart, you're nurturing and you're loving yourself more. You're actually, for the first time in a long time, actually taking a really good look at yourself and your heart being yourself. Hi, Casey. Hi, Annette. Okay. And then the second card is the breakthrough. I saw into limitless love, light, and joy. And you've done that. As I say, you're reaching for the stars now and you won't look back. You've been through some very tough times, my love. You really have. And my heart goes out to you, and I send you healing, and I send you, healing, but entwined in courage to take the steps that you're stepping. So good on you. Okay, good on you. All righty. Okie dokes. Hope that helps you, Katie. Annette King. Annette, there you are. Annette King is in New Zealand. How are you, Annette? I'm going to draw a card for you. Okay, so while I'm just shuffling the cards to pull them out, if you'd like to work with me, as I say, go to my Pathway to Peace business page, join my community. The link is in there. And then you also send me a private message, and I will offer everybody on here a free 15-minute Zoom session with me. We can have a quick chat about where you're at, and have a chat about, what program that you might like to do with me. How would you like to work with me? And how can we get you to the top of that ladder? How can we get you to grow? How can we get you to bloom and do all the things that I have talked about tonight? Okay, by making 2021 the non-procrastination year and seeing yourselves grow. Okay, so Annette, drawing a card for you, my love. I will draw two, and your two are coming out together. Your first, you've got commitment as well, Annette. Commitment. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. Okay, what are you thinking about doing? Are you procrastinating? Have you got some things you'd like to achieve? You two are looking at your heart, but it's not that you're wearing your heart on your sleeve. Okay, yep, you're coming up soon, Clarissa. It's not that you're wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're looking at your heart and you're thinking, we need to do some work. You've got some holes in that heart energy that we need to fill up with love. We need to fill up with positivity. We need to fill it up with strength. We need to fill you up with the knowing that with the right mindset, that we can take you away. And that victim word's coming in that I spoke about tonight. So let's stop using the word victim, whether you're saying it or thinking it. Take yourself away from that word. Let's build you up. Okay, let's heal that heart. This card, when you look at it, you really are thinking. You really are thinking. And you know you want to go places and you know you want to make changes. You're not too sure how to do it. Well, one of the first things that you can be sure about is you have the power to start to tell your story, is what they're saying. So you need to come into the positivity of knowing that no matter how bloody hard it is and no matter how it's going to hurt, you will come out the other side so glorious, so glorious. Commitment. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. You got commitment too. Remember, and your other card, beauty. Look at that. I am deeply and profoundly beautiful. This is what you need to start to believe. This is why you're looking at your heart there, my love. So get into this beauty. Look at you. But it's almost like you've got no face. Okay, you're hiding your face. You don't want to look at your features. But what that's meaning is, right, you're just too scared to really look at yourself, really, really look. So you need to do some mirror work. You need to look into the mirror and you need to tell yourself how bloody beautiful you are and how much you're worthy of being loved, and start loving yourself. You are a beautiful person, and that's what that card's telling you. So get your face on. You haven't got an eye, you haven't got a nose, you haven't got a mouth. You're cutting yourself off for no reason. Look at the beautiful dress and the hair, the curls, the flowers, the pink and the healing, the red. Get grounded, get centered. Okay, hope that helps. All righty, Phyllis Ainsworth. Are you still there, Phyllis? Phyllis is from, thank you, Stephanie, is from, I've got Phyllis Ainsworth, Clarissa Baldwin, okay, Megan, just contact me, love. Phyllis, Clarissa Baldwin, Amethyst, Rosie Minovsky, and Sandy. Phyllis, you're there. Beautiful. All righty, Phyllis, I need to go to another deck for you. I need to go to this deck. This deck is a very powerful deck. This is the Osho deck. Very powerful. So I'm going to draw you a card from this one. Woo! You got the schizophrenia card. Now, don't be scared by the word, please. Take no notice of the word. Yes, you'll be coming up soon, Sandy. Okay. Don't be frightened of the word. And I held that upside down. There's a reason for that, do they say? No, I don't believe in upside down cards. Have a look at yourself hanging up there. I'm not worried about the word. So you're balancing. You're doing a balancing act. What are you balancing about? What's going on in your life? You've got a lot of things going on. You've got the two birds up in there flying over you. It's like they're in the shadow. Two people in your life, and one you need to start. You've either got to be in the relationship and start to heal together, right? Or you got to walk away because you're doing a balancing act and it's too much for you. Why do you keep doing the balancing act? It's like, see, as I said, I don't want you to worry about the word, okay? See all the ghost clouds? And you're looking down, you're balancing, you're hanging between the two and you're just waiting to fall. It's like you're on the, what do you call them? The trapeze, the tightrope. Get yourself off there. Start making your decisions. And as I say that, change. See this, all the change. Look at all the beauty. Look straight into the eye there, the yin and the yang. This is pointing to the relationship that I'm referring to. So you need to get in there. You need to make decisions. You need to either love it up. You need to talk about it. You need to commit more to each other as to the direction that you want to go together, because you're both going in different directions. If you bring this in, either way, whatever your decision is, you can have all this beautiful color and your yin and your yang will be balanced. And that is right in the heart center. Okay, so this is for you, Annette. I hope that makes sense. If anyone wants to have an hour's reading with me, you can go into my website. You can make your payment, do your book to book yourself in. Once I receive the email telling me that you've made the payment, the booking, I'm in contact with you and we work out the best time for us to connect up via Zoom for your 60 minutes reading. As I say, there can only be snippets in here. We don't have time for big ones. So Clarissa Baldwin, I think Clarissa said she was there somewhere. Everything. I'm always balancing something. I've walked away from something that wasn't right. He was, oh, Lord. And that card said schizophrenia. There's your message. Now, I didn't want to go into that word because some things are private when we're on here. So how cool is that? Spirit was spot on. So Phyllis, congratulations. As I say, 60-minute readings, book them through my website. Clarissa Baldwin is here, and Clarissa, here we come. Oh, and I just dropped a card. Sorry, beg my pardon. Okay, Clarissa, 2 cards for you. Silence and turning in. Okay, silence. You need to start speaking your truth, Clarissa. Let me pop your name up, Clarissa. There you go. You're very welcome. Silence. What the hell's going on? Why are you so specifically silent? Why are you keeping yourself behind the moon, behind the stars, behind the clouds, behind universe? You need to step forward and make yourself known in this world. You have a lot to offer, but you're keeping it to yourself. Somebody has crushed you along the line, taken away your confidence, and this is why you're hiding, turning in. So see all the faces in the background? This is representing, the self-esteem that's been taken away from you, judgment, people saying to you things that shouldn't be said to you, representing events, environment, experiences, turning in. But you're sitting in front of them now and you're finding your peace and you're holding your ground, because you're coming to a time now that you know that it's all been unfair. And you're turning into your heart space and you are listening and talking to your soul to hear goodness. Okay, so if you want to pursue that goodness, let me know. Beautiful. Amethyst, are you still with us? Sorry, I think Vanessa Ali, my jaw dropped with how accurate Phyllis's reading turned out to be. I know, it's amazing. Hey, I love it too. Jaw drops too, but I've got so many readings to do. I've got to keep going. Up. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go for it. Rosie Manofsky. It's freezing. Yes, it is. Not cold. It's the computer. It's very naughty today and yesterday, so I do apologize. So I'll just keep going because to lose you. So sorry. Hang in there, guys. So Rosie, yours is celebration. You're joining a group, Rosie. Okay. More. You are joining your ground. You're finding your space. You're finding your community. You're finding your mentors. Okay, so go girl. That's cool. How cool is that? You're really coming into some big times, so make sure you do the work. There's a storm, yeah. It's probably coming my way south of Sydney. I'm about an hour south of the city of Sydney, so it could be affecting it too. So I hope that you're getting this reading, Rosie. And your other card, my love, is stress. Okay, so isn't it funny? You've got the celebration card, then you've got the stress card, but the stress card, he's got the monkeys, like the monkey's trying to burn the balloons from under his feet. He's blowing his trumpet, but you've got the celebration card first. So they do fit well together. They do. No, Sandy, not yet. You're next. The system keeps freezing, so I'm just trying to get as much in as I can. So it's funny, you got the celebration first, and you got this one, like, with the train monkey who wants to pull those big balloons or balls from under you. After this one, you are actually moving into that. Bit of a funny reading, the way it's coming out, but, so hang in there, Rosie. Make your choices, work out where you want to go, do what you need to do. 2021, remember we've talked about, from Queensland did ask me for a card. Melissa, did I miss you? No, I've been here all the time. The computer is freezing, the line is freezing. Because apparently there's some storms swirling around in Sydney, and I'm about an hour south. So it could be things with my provider. So, Melissa, I didn't have you on my list, love, and this is going to be the last reading for the evening. So if you would like a reading with me, as I say, you can go to my website, you can do your booking, make your payment, and then I'll be in contact with you to book in times and days as well, but I haven't got that completed. You can watch the replay, Melissa, and you can also, you'll be able to go to my YouTube channel, and the link is in the watch it on here at the same time as I'm on here. Okay, Karen, yep, listen up to the replay. Absolutely. So, Sandy, for you, we have emerging. I'm emerging into the light with joy and ease. So you are making some change. You're praying to the Lords there, they say. All of my thoughts are directed towards your highest good. So this is where you're wanting to go, Sandy. Okay, shooting for the stars. Got to do the focus. This is what this is saying. You can have this. Whoop, you can have this, but you've got to do this. Remember, I spoke earlier on when I was chatting, to get where we want to go, we've got to. So you are emerging, you're making sure you're thinking, but you do have to actually make the move. All righty, everybody. That's all the readings for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed my time here. I think the computer system is about to freeze all together on my soul gathering circle with my lovely ladies for the year. So I look forward to hearing from you all in whatever capacity you choose. Please think about my offerings, because I'd love to see everybody on the red carpet ride with me. Please have a wonderful week. I'll be back in here to peace, because I'll be actually about how into your life. And yeah, so we'll talk about the oils. So yeah, watch out for my next live, which will be either tomorrow or Thursday. And I will see you all again soon. So take care. Much love. Lots of food for thought tonight. And that's always good. So stay empowered. Stay in your lane. Don't worry about the grass being greener on the other side. So long as you're standing your ground. So good night, everybody.